Hey friends, and welcome to another Worker Bee video with me, Eugene.
I'm Becca. That's me.
Now, a lot of people probably have face masks on their mind and possibly on their face.
Yeah.
We dug through some of the most creative masks on Etsy.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you might be thinking, I don't want to wear a mask. They're too stifling. They're too boring. Well, don't worry, because we found lots that, might change your mind a little bit.
And we're all about promoting independent makers and small businesses, and it's been super exciting to see so many makers take the call to action and start producing masks. And there's so many unique designs. Some are a little weird,
Yeah.
a little creepy, some are just plain fun.
Now, if you're feeling a little intimidated by the idea of like a wacky or crazy or just out there mask, don't worry, because at the end of the video, we're actually going to be showing a few masks that are perhaps a bit more to the worker bee aesthetic. Colorful, playful, that kind of thing.
Before we dive into it, make sure you hit subscribe. We're releasing new videos every week, and there's been a lot of you coming on board, and we really love having you. It's been so much fun. So if you're new here, please leave a comment introducing yourself, and let's stop waiting. Let's just jump into these weird creative masks on Etsy.
Yeah, let's do it.
So the first mask we got, some people are feeling pretty informal at home in your PJs. So why don't you spruce things up? Maybe you want a distinguished mustache like me? So here's our first mask. I feel like maybe when November comes around, a few more people can participate in November this year.
Well, I love it. It's like very distinguished, very like 2009, reminds me of Portlandia. I think you just have to like add a monocle and you're good to go. So I think this is adorable. If you are a big, perhaps Muppet fan, or maybe you had a grandmother that knitted you dolls when you were younger, such as mine did, I think you'll definitely bring a smile to anyone that you pass on the street with this. It's so gosh darn charming. Look at those big eyes. And you know what it actually reminds me of? A really deep cut? Keroppi. Do you remember Keroppi?
No, I don't know. Where's that from?
Yeah, that was like in like the Hello Kitty vein.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, one of those cute little characters.
Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna get a lot of compliments.
Yeah,
at the grocery
and
store.
you can join the ranks of the top green frogs in the world.
Boom. We're getting a little fancy today with an eco-friendly, reusable bridal mask. That's right, people are getting married still.
I'm loving the layers on it. The flowers are beautiful. You have the lace underneath, the little pearl gemstones, not really gemstones, but the little pearls are just an adorable little touch. You're gonna make a statement. Everyone's gonna be like, look at that beautiful bride. We're so proud of her.
And guys, you can wear them too, if you want to pull off that tuxedo mask vibe. Right there. Ta-da! Oh my god, scorpion.
What do you think?
This is great.
So we have the scorpion neck gator face bandana mask.
Now it's time for my favorite part, reading the ingredients.
Cosplay, mortal shield, cover, mesh wire men, gift tube, scarf, biker, hero, Halloween, fabric sports, cycling, scarf.
Get out of here! This is one of the cooler ones I came across and just looks like super well made. So
Yeah,
give me a
that's
little bit of like Mad Max vibes.
Yeah, it also reminds me of the villain in Wonder Woman, like that whole time period. Perhaps you're like just jumping off of like a war motorcycle or like a cool old bomber plane. This is gonna be for you.
Oh my god, that is amazing.
Yeah, do you like this? I think the texture in this is beautiful. The amount of work that must have gone into the layering of the scales must have taken a long time, and the price reflects that 100%.
I think there's actually a lighter one too. Whoa, that looks cool. That's like Elsa styles.
Yeah. I like it. I really enjoy the detail in this one. Man up.
Man up, beard face mask. I knew this kind of thing had to exist, but this is not the way to do it. Like, it needs to be full beard. What's going on here?
There's like two things going on here, but first I just want to draw your attention to materials. The first material is humor.
I mean, not wrong.
So I'm laughing.
Here's some other angles.
I honestly, I'm just trying to like wrap my mind around the layering that's happening right now.
It looks like a regular surgical like layered face mask, and then they just found a wig and it snuck it in there.
It's kind of cute though, If you had a beard like this, you would need it like that airflow getting in there.
That's true.
Take a lot of time though.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I think this is fantastic. It's kind of like belly dancer-esque.
Yeah.
Oh, and also reminds me of that musician, Dang.
Oh,
I was thinking about this.
like Robot One was also an actor?
No, the one that Brad Leone is like obsessed with and was on It's Alive.
Yeah.
Guys, You know who it is. Tell me, you're screaming at me right now. Tell me in the comments below. Who am I thinking of? The Masked Singer. Not the Masked Singer, but like
A masked
He wears the cowboy hats and he wears
the thing. Man, his photo is all over Toronto like a few weeks ago. Ooh. This almost reminds me in a weird way of like The Fifth Element or something. There's like weird sci-fi aesthetic / mini Christmas balls.
And I'm gonna go in a complete opposite. Oh yeah,
Oh, they're
it does.
rhinestones.
Oh, interesting. From far away, it almost looks like a type of coral. So if you want to be like going to like, I'm gonna call it a bubble ball. That's a underwater ball that I just made up.
Copyright bubble ball.
Yes.
Let me get that URL.
That's
real
really
quick.
cool. And imagine someone just like shone a light at you and you can just like reflect it everywhere.
Oh my god, that would be so cool.
Like a disco ball.
Yeah. All right. Nice. A mini chainmail.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's a pretty basic mask underneath. It looks like you can choose from a different, all different colors and patterns. This is just like a little bit of something on top.
A little bit of something.
You know, if you're transitioning from day to night, you can easily keep this chain in your pocket, in your purse, pop it on, you're ready to walk the streets in style. And people can know you're coming because it's like ching, 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 ching.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
That was super cool.
I know.
Oh, these are great. That looks epic.
I know. I think this is like so cool.
Yeah. So some of these, like this one, they're like a case for a mask kind of inside of it. So you will probably need another mask. This is actually a digital download for you to 3D print your own face mask. So that's like super cool.
Yeah, I was really impressed when I came across this. I just thought it was just such a creative shape. It's giving me like a Simpsons Treehouse of Horror vibe when Homer gets stuck in that 3D world. If you know, you know. That's one of my favorite Halloween episodes. It's fantastic.
Whoa!
You know, I just had to include this one in here. I just thought this was like incredibly creative, like very over the top. And like, you have to admit that the woman
She rocks
totally understands that this mask is giving off a certain vibe. Perhaps if you want to do like your best like Aerosmith impression and you're like, oh yeah!
Anyway. This one's super cool. Whoa.
Yeah. I know. I thought this was actually
like the worker
so
bee?
stunning. Yes, there's a little bee gem on there, so obviously we approve. I just think this is really gorgeous. I love also the woman in this photo. I'm not sure if she was the maker, but she's totally rocking it. She has her hair swept over. She has a beautiful bun going on.
Matching.
There you go. So she's really showing off how you could wear this mask. Oh, that is so cool.
Different charms, yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I mean, we're definitely getting number 9.
Yes, this is really great. And I love how she differentiated the mask by putting these huge bows on the side. It's just like adding a lot of texture, mystique, gorgeous.
Have fun with it.
Yeah.
Whoa. This is like a Janelle Monáe. Like,
Yeah,
vibe.
very true.
That's so cool.
This is very over the top, but clearly that's just the vibe that this maker is going for. It's wrapping all the way around your head. It has the incredible detail going down the front of it. I'm also wondering how heavy this is. Perhaps it's not actually that heavy.
Yeah, it's got aluminum or something probably.
But you know that
Steel.
mask is not going anywhere.
Other
There
than
you go.
down.
Yeah, exactly.
These are cool. I bet you it makes a cool sound as you
That's what I was
jog.
thinking. Ching, 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 ching.
This is so weird.
Okay, if you want to go to the next step, go
Are
to
these
the
like
pictures.
plastic or like?
Go to the pictures with the woman, okay?
Oh my god.
And the next one. So this is the Cyborg washable face masks. I think the like plastic detail over the lips is what really is like quite striking and a little off-putting as well. And then of
Definitely
course
gives it
it
a weird look.
has that sultry like just lips slightly open, very like enticing, very sexy.
I almost kind of want to like.
I think it's-
Where's the service where you take a photo of your face and you get a mask of it?
Yeah, that's where we're going.
Have you ever wanted to be Frida?
Personally, no, but I know that there's a lot of people that do love Frida Kahlo and her fantastic eyebrow, which unfortunately is not making an appearance in this face mask, but we are getting her classic mustache.
If you guys had a painting, like a famous painting, made into a mask,
Oh yeah.
who would you get? Let us know in the comments. Who would you do?
Ooh. You know what? There's that like really beautiful painting of the woman behind the bar. I think it's by like Monet or like someone else from that time period. And she's like this, and she's wearing like the black suit with the white collar underneath. and she's just looking straight at the camera. You know who?
Yeah, the Monet painting.
It is Monet.
Yeah. Monet, yeah.
Monet. Oh, it's
yeah,
Monet.
Yeah, I think so.
What about you?
So I would do, you know, the painting restoration in that church that went a little off the rails? That's what I would get right hither.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I'm so curious who you guys would do, so let us know. So I hope you enjoyed those weird and creative masks from Etsy. If those are a little too challenging for you, let's say, or you don't want to save them for a special occasion, we get you.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw a big variety of masks, everything from something a little fancy to just a little out there. We get it. It can be a little intimidating. You're like, I don't know if I'm that kind of person.
Let's dial it back a little bit.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go down a bit more of a traditional route now.
And we're just gonna chat about some beautiful creative masks made by independent artists. Some of them you might know from Instagram already. Others are maybe a little bit larger companies, but these are all beautiful masks that anyone would be happy to have. So yeah. Let's take a look.
One of my favorite people to follow on Instagram is Jessica at Shop House of Mouse. She designs some really beautiful and unique mouse ears. So of course she has transitioned now to making masks for her fans. She uses a lot of very vibrant colors, retro patterns, and then of course we have some Mickey inspired prints as well.
These are really cool. So the next one we got here is Little Creations Canada on Etsy again. And these are just beautiful, kind of cool pattern print designs, right?
Yeah, I love that there is a big nod to Canada here. There's like a lot of classic Canadian designs happening, such as bottles of maple syrup, the Canadian flag. So yeah, Little Creations Canada, these really stood out to me. I thought they were really fun. So Lucy and Mabs, this has a bit more of a retro feel as well. She seems to make a lot of clothing that is like the rockabilly aesthetic, but she has just a small variety of masks here. We have some really lovely gingham, some beautiful patterns with different florals, and then there's this also fantastic Rifle Paper Co. one that has an Alice in Wonderland print on it, and we love Alice in Wonderland. Yeah. So next up is Freon Collective. These are really fantastic. We're seeing some more Rifle Paper Co. in here, but that's totally okay because they're awesome. I really love how contemporary these are. We have some like really beautiful like painterly textures going on.
Love these like kind of marbly ones.
This is really cool. I'm really glad I found out about her because she's also local to us. So this is Nasica Wax. First of all, kind of love again the nod to the Disney aesthetic with the big beautiful W. Reminds me of Walt. So I really love African inspired prints, and that's exactly what's happening here. Really bold, colorful prints that look like they were made with like a paintbrush almost. These are great. These are definitely 100% unique. I don't think a lot of people would think to wear a pattern like this, but they definitely make a statement.
So this next one is Doriado, and this one definitely has a lot more floral prints. So if you want something a little lighter, maybe celebrate the coming of spring and all the beautiful flowers that are blooming, maybe you want some cute birds on there, or just a simple polka dot pattern, this one's the go-to for you.
The next up is Uchu, which is a Montreal-based shop. I'm sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. These are incredibly contemporary, very sleek and minimal, so it's great if you enjoy patterns but you don't want something too bold.
So this next one is by Juliana San, and there's some beautiful patterns leaning into a bit more of the Americana theme in some of them. I really like actually this like cute little illustrated one.
I love that one. That is so cute. I also really like the option with hers that you can tie them around your neck. And the back of your head. I find that it kind of helps make it a bit more secure. It sort of helps pull it over your face a bit more.
If you have big ears like me, it doesn't make them stick out even more.
Yeah, that's true. That can be a big problem for some of us. Next up is Heartfelt Designs. She doesn't have too many options, but the ones that she does have available are really sweet, very delicate as well. But also like a little understated. So if you enjoy flowers or if you enjoy birds, these are a fantastic option for you. But it looks like she has a lot more wild patterns as well. So just take a look.
And super affordable too. A lot of these kind of ones we've been showing recently,
Yeah.
kind of in the $20 range.
So Andrea Wong, she has a few options. She is based in Vancouver. I really love some of the patterns that she has. Those are super cool. I love the Hawaiian print, but also if you go to the next image, these are really cool. I love the deep blue with the lines and the blobs of color on top. This is very much my vibe.
Now this last one is by one of our good friends, Robin from Fitzy Design. Now you probably know Fitzy for their awesome cord keeper or some of their lovely bags and maybe fanny packs.
Yep.
But she started making beautiful masks as well. They look like they fit really nice and snug too.
The thing to keep in mind with a lot of these makers is that there's a really big demand for masks right now. So a good way to keep up to date with what they have available is to follow them on Instagram. You know, when a new mask is released or a new line of masks are released, they're gonna go quickly. So if something's catching your eye, follow the maker, show your support, leave a comment perhaps. And the great thing with Fitzy, I know she also has a donation program. So if there's someone you know who might need a mask, or you perhaps want to treat an essential worker to a mask, take a look in the fine print for details such as this on
the
Fitzy's
right side, it explains how it works. That's all. I think that's a lot of masks we looked through. What do you think?
I agree. I think there's so many like fantastic options, and of course we want to remind everyone that this is not a replacement for physical distancing or social distancing. Keep your masks clean, try not to touch them too much while you're out, but this is a really great way to also support small businesses because a lot of us have taken a hit, but I think it's really great, and I think this is a really awesome way to show off your personality as well.
So if one of these caught your eye, let us know down below, and like we said earlier, we'd love to know what kind of artist you would put on your face. So let us know there as well, and don't forget to subscribe. We're making videos every single week about tech tips, creative inspiration, cool profiles about artists, and just, you know, how we are living this creative life and navigating this weird time right now.
Yeah.
So if you're a creative freelancer or curious about creativity, please hit subscribe and give us a thumbs up on this video if you thought it was a good time.
Yeah, and you know, hit that bell button so that you can be notified when our next video comes up. Who knows what it's going to be about next?
I do.
I'm sure you do.
Thanks a lot for watching. My name is Eugene,
And I'm Becca.
and we'll catch you next time.
See ya.